This is unbelievable. This is a banner day on Ben and Woods. This is a banner day on Ben and Woods, everybody. I can't believe this.
Well, first of all,
oh my God!
First of all, it's nice to be invited. I've never been invited.
Oh my God!
I check like all the time with Eric Meyer, who's the VP of Broadcasting.
Oh, he hasn't been passing along our weekly
like,
requests.
Hey, what's the deal with Ben and Woods? Like, they not like me or something? I mean, like, I would really like to be on their show. And I mean, because I'm an early morning person. Early mornings,
guy.
I get a jump start. I usually run, like
get a run in
between 5 and 6 a.m. Yeah. So then I get back, have some coffee, and I listen to the show.
Yeah, of course.
Day,
Who doesn't?
I just keep waiting for the phone to ring and say, "Hey, would you go on with those guys?" And it just never seems to materialize. I don't know.
In reality, he's the only fisherman in the world who goes out at 11 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, and wonders why he never catches anything.
Don't catch anything midday. I don't know why that is. With the tide going out, too.
The good news is now that you're here, and I'm sorry, the messages must have been lost.
Yeah.
How about a weekly? Every week with Ben and Woods. It's right there for you.
I would love that.
Yeah,
just
pass
get
it
a
along
hold of Eric Meyer of the
we'll
Padres
just pass it along
and try to get that set up.
He's got his third man, Eric Meyer, just the wall, just blocking.
I spent a lot of time offended, and then I got over it. I went through a couple of different stages where first I was like mad. I'm like, do they not like me? Do they not? What is it? What is it exactly? And now I'm just kind of over it, and just hope to be on the show as much as possible.
Well, that's kind of always our goal as well.
Yeah.
To have as much Don Orsillo in our ears as we can get. Well, first of all, I want to start the interview with the fact that you look fantastic.
Yes, you do.
Thanks, brother.
What'd you do?
I appreciate it. I dropped about 24 lbs.
Wow! How did you do it?
Let's be honest. I needed to drop 24 lbs. Last year,
who among us?
We traveled for the first time in 2 years.
Yep.
Because of COVID. We were doing games out of our booth at home when the team was on the road, both in 20 and 21. So it was a weird year from that perspective. But went back to traveling, and traveling is not great.
It sucks
for the diet.
You should see what we put. Me and Paulie in particular.
This week alone,
you should see what we've put down.
Well, that's the thing.
Disgusting.
Eating late at night.
Yep.
Eating on the charter. So anyway, I finished the year at my highest weight that I've ever been. And so how did I do it?
Yeah.
Basically, I started running again.
Did you?
Which I was walking, but I wasn't running. And I started running the beach, and I cut out some tough things. Bread, pasta, IPAs.
Oh,
wow.
My God, the
sacrifice. So don't get the donuts
was-
that I got for Don in particular. No longer keep
a
him away
struggle.
from him. He looks great. There's nothing for the pointer to point at.
No, I know.
anymore.
The boiler right now it'll be back.
Now-
So trust me, within a week or two, we'll be right back.
Well,
Now, is there pressure on Mud now? Is there pressure on Mud because
I don't
like
think so.
if I drop 20 pounds, Ben would be mad.
Yeah, it's
he would
true.
be
You
mad.
make me look bad.
I believe Mud likes being fat. I really do. I really do. I mean, the term fat and happy, I mean, he is both. So I don't think he thinks there's a problem.
Hey, don't fall to the crab mentality and let him pull you back down.
Oh,
okay,
no. He's already tried.
You keep shining.
He's on his third bowl of Lucky Charms over there right now. Sugar is not an issue.
Well, how excited are you to get started again? I know the broadcast schedule starts early today with the first game. You guys got a bunch of spring training games on the schedule, probably because demand dictates it. There's so much interest in Padres baseball. It used to be, okay, we'll do 2 or 3 spring games, then we'll show up for opening day. Now it's like Padres fans would be mad if you guys didn't do at least a dozen games out here.
I am so excited to be doing this. I first of all, I'm honored, thrilled to be a part of what I think is, I guess, without question, the greatest period of Padres baseball history and what's going to be in the next few years here, thanks to Peter Seidler, thanks to so many people that have put this team together, and mainly Peter Seidler. But, it's unbelievable. I never knew San Diego could quite be like this. Last year, really the year before even, just the electricity at Petco Park was like nothing I could have ever imagined. And then you take it to a whole new level last year. the postseason. Mud and I went to the games. We didn't get the chance to do the games,
which is awful for us.
We went. We had a blast. Peter invited us to his box.
Oh yeah, we saw everyone
cheering
for you guys up there.
So good.
We took advantage of all the amenities and had a blast.
Woods and I were sitting there waving as well, but the camera never found us.
So. Yeah, it's weird.
I don't know what to tell you on that one, but
Eric Myers.
Check with Eric Myers.
Yeah.
He's the VP of broadcasting. But FanFest, I mean,
dude,
crazy.
I walked into FanFest and I came late. I had a thing with my son. It was his birthday, so showed up and I walked in. I saw this massive line back on the patio, and I go, well, that's got to be for Juan Soto. That's got to be for Manny Machado. I turn around it's Mud and Don, and people, women as far as the eye could see.
It was for Mud.
Like it was Paul Stanley standing there signing autographs with his shirt off. It was unbelievable.
Well, it was amazing. I mean, we knew there were going to be a lot of people who came out, but it was just so much fun to see, and to see all the big stars be there as well.
Incredible.
I mean, that said a lot to me, and they really appreciate the electricity at Petco Park and what the fans did in the postseason last year. Talking to Manny about it, I mean, it brought them to a new level.
No
so
doubt.
I mean, the fans made a big difference, and I think they will this year too.
We are talking finally, my God, to the great Don Orsillo here on Ben and Woods. So let's talk a little Xander Bogaerts. Xander Bogaerts. He is a guy you're very familiar with.
Yes, sir.
And we got a chance to meet him, sit down with him. Legend already, just an absolute legend.
Yep.
Is going to be a perfect fit here for what we're trying to do. You've had a chance, I'm sure, to talk to him a bunch, but
I have.
What did you tell him?
So when he first signed here, I had the chance to do the presser.
Yep.
And I was downstairs after he'd signed the contract. We spent about half an hour together, and he basically said, "What did I just do? What did I sign up for?" He said, "I know what I saw in the playoffs last year. I know what I see from afar. But what is this?
Give me the real dirt."
Yeah. He was like, "What is this really like? What's the organization like? What's the ownership like? And I just gave it to them all, and I said, "Brother, you're in the right place at the right time," and I couldn't be happier that he's here. He broke in with my team in 2013, which was the last World Series ring that I got, and he was like, when he arrived, he was 19 and was, well beyond his years. I mean, he was a guy that just like, I thought he was like, he acted like he was 30 and been in the big leagues a long time. So very mature, very smart, speaks 4 languages, is Aruban, grew up in Aruba, and just came in, not wide-eyed at all, just fit in. And the one thing that he did there was leadership to the max. He was getting guys like David Ortiz and some of the older veterans, the Dustin Pedroias, to kind of do things differently, which was different from a rookie. I mean, you don't ever see a rookie do that. And he did that, and he was able to get those guys because he got it. He got what we do. He gets what you guys do.
Yep.
He understands all that. He embraces it and takes it to a new level. So I'm excited about him being here as a person, number one. But number two, this guy is an all-star and a really good player, and now in the middle of this Padres lineup, I'm just thrilled to have him.
Don Orsillo is with us. Xander will be leading off in the first
awesome.
game today at the Peoria Sports Complex against the Mariners. Of course, a lot of the WBC guys are in there because they'll only be here for a few days or so, and then they're going to join their teams. Your thoughts on the WBC?
I'm excited about it.
Yeah.
I really am. Let's be honest. The timing of it, not awesome. But, I mean, when is a good time to have? I mean, first of all, I think the tournament itself is really cool, and I think it's a chance for Major League players to represent their country, and that runs deep, and I think it's great for Major League Baseball. Now, that said, when you're trying to ramp up and get ready, all of a sudden you're ramping up a little earlier than you need to, especially the pitchers for me.
I know,
because the 6-week spring training thing is really for the pitchers. Now you got them, redlining here very early. So that worries me, and always the number one concern for me going into spring training is health. How do you come out of it? Because your roster can change dramatically if you're not healthy come opening day in spring training. Now you're playing competitive games. I mean, these are high-level games. But I am excited to see it. It's going to be fun to watch for the baseball fan in me.
Turn around and look. Look at the table. You see the sun reflecting off that guy's head? And look what he's doing. You see him? He's digging in.
What am I missing?
He's digging in for another meal.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That is Lucky Charms Bowl number 4 by my count.
Digging in for another meal.
Yeah.
Hi, Mudley.
Do you and Mud have like some hand signals? How does that work? When you're broadcasting and you're trying to communicate with him, because we've tried to go for 5 years, and Woods just gave me one. I have no idea what he meant.
One of this?
Yeah.
I said I want to ask him about X.
Oh, is that
Xander.
what that was?
Xander.
Okay,
Yeah.
see, I don't even know what he's doing over there. 5 years, and I don't
our
know.
sign language is pretty good. we get it down pretty good.
I'll do this one to Ben. I'll give him this one.
I'm still not sure what that means.
He knows what this means.
Yeah.
STFU.
No, we usually don't talk over each other for the most part, and I know when he's going to stop and when he's going to start. The only thing that he does have a little trouble with is letting me actually make a call without screaming over me. But that's fan mud that jumps out.
I would too, man.
So it
that
happens
would be so hard
all the
for
time.
me.
I'm okay with it. I really am.
Him
it's
in the
fun.
background,
Screaming, pounding the desk.
I do that too.
That was Joe Musgrove no-hitter. A lot of pounding of the desk.
Beating the desk.
Camarena grand slam. I'm not sure you even hear me, but that's cool. Whatever.
It's fine.
Yeah,
Just step
fine.
all over me. It's good.
It's fine. I still get paid.
They're going to play your highlight montage in Cooperstown one day, and it's just going to be
gonna
Mud stepping all over you.
Mudcat. Yeah, there he is. And it's really good analysis. Like, he breaks it right down, from his expert former player analysis.
If I could get Rob Manfred alone in a room, I would tell him, listen, we got to get rid of blackouts in baseball, and you got to find a way to let our guys call our postseason. I know it's not possible. It takes we ride with you the whole season. I mean, we get to the same voices, and we are so used to it, Don. I can't tell you how crappy it is to get to those games. I'm like,
appreciate
oh,
that.
Cool, Joe Davis, just who I wanted to listen to. This is fantastic. I love this.
Well, it's hard for me because I've done 10 postseasons for Turner. So I come in and take somebody else's local broadcast job.
Yeah.
And I've been on the other side of that and a lot. And it's tough, but it pays really well.
Oh, I bet it does, man. I bet it does.
So I'm in a rock and a hard place there. With it.
But it's like you guys work your ass off the whole year. You're traveling, and then the
best
payoff,
part of the year.
the best part of the year, and you're like, all right, I guess we'll watch from the owner's box, which
is exactly
is got to be tough.
It is tough.
Let's get together in a big room full of Padres fans and have you guys just call the game.
There were a lot of people that asked us to do FaceTime.
Yeah. We got cameras now on YouTube.
Do podcast or running podcasts during the games.
I'm telling you, I need my fix so bad.
We can work it out.
All right, we'll figure it out.
I think that blackout thing is going away, though. I really do. I mean, that is trending in that direction. There are some things that have to take place first, but I think MLB finally gets it that, fans need to be able to stream in their own community.
Yeah, I'd ask you about the whole Bally Sports thing, but I know that's not something you
anything
do. People always say, ask Don what's going on. I go, trust me, I'm in the business. He has no idea.
Here's the other thing.
They don't tell us anything
work
about
for Bally either.
I know,
I'm
and you're just on the TV.
Really
You don't get to know what's going on with any of that.
We're going to show up every day to work and do the games, and we don't know where they'll be on or whatever, but we know what we're doing.
Because that's your job, and that's what you're supposed to know. So stop asking Don what's happening.
No, I don't know anything.
He doesn't know.
I don't know much
doesn't
about
know.
the Padres.
Well, that's what spring training is for. Get out there and start doing your prep for the season.
I'm ready to go.
Nobody does it better.
Don, thank you so much.
You guys are the best.
Yeah,
I appreciate it.
We will
just have me on more often.
We will. We'll get that weekly
We're
going.
going to put
Paulie,
that request
what's
into
the
Eric
deal?
Meyer right now. Yeah.
You have all my contact info, right?
Yeah, he's got
it's
it.
weird. My texts go unanswered too sometimes.
Funny.
It's very strange. Yeah, it's very
That's the right number, right?
Yeah, is that it? Yeah, that's no, that's not it. There we go.
That's the wrong number.
It's not the Boston area code.
Yeah, that's the wrong number.
Oh, there we go. All right.
Now we know.
No wonder.
I've been wanting to be on the show for 3 years.
For years.
Years.
I thought it was personal. I'm just glad to find out it's
No,
not. Oh, okay,
I
good.
love this show.
Good. Of course. I appreciate
I love
it.
Ben and Woods.
No,
I said it. I said it out loud.
Yeah, now we've got it forever.
Frankie, save that clip.
Yep.
Right. Save it.
Well, we had Manny sign a lifetime friendship contract
Did you see this?
extension with Ben and Woods.
He did sign an extension.
Yeah, he signed
today.
an extension
Made
with
him
us
try with
today.
Ben and Woods.
Yeah,
Check it out.
There it is. It's legal.
Best friends lifetime
Contract. Yep.
Did he have his attorney look this
I
over?
said
No,
Dan you can text it to Dan if you want, but he signed it.
Agreed to remain best friends
Yeah.
with Ben Higgins, Stephen Woods, and Paulie. Wow.
Yep. It's legal.
He
Signed
signed
it.
and that is his signature.
That's
his
I can
signature,
confirm
Yeah, we
that.
have
That
it
has
on
been
video.
signed.
It has
That
been
is
signed.
An
so.
extension has been
quite a
signed.
contract.
Isn't that great?
Yep.
That's all.
Hey.
And there's copies.
We do
Yes,
well. Yeah,
copy.
we wanted to make sure in case we spilled coffee on one of them or anything.
We can punch one up for you too,
What
if you like.
What I have to ask though. I mean, what is this best friends like? What are some of the
We're going
criteria
jet
for
skiing later.
Golfing, maybe.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. And no matter what happens,
Manny's place,
wherever
In the
he
Notto?
goes, wherever he goes.
Yeah.
Unless of course it's L.A. We're gonna have to rip that contract.
There's a
up,
wives' rider that our wives get to hang out with Guinea as
Nice.
well.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
We may do.
She's great. She's
Very
awesome.
nice.
We may do Fashion Week with him in Paris next year. I think that's already been talked about. Yeah, us and some Louis Vuitton and getting it done. Yeah, just
I'm
get
already
gonna
getting my
have to do a
pastels for
wardrobe
some
change, I think.
Miami nightclub visits. I look good in pastel. It's really yes.
a walking Costco ad right here.
The regular guy look. I love it.
The regular guy look. Easy money, baby.
It's awesome.
Easy money.
I love it.
Thank you, Don. You
All right,